I made a hidden features video not too long ago and you guys loved it. So now I'm back with another one and I got 20 deeper hidden features that weren't in the first video. Admittedly, these are a bit deeper and more niche, but let's get into it. In the first video, I showed the emergency release in case these buttons to open the door don't work. You would pull up on this little thing here. There is one for the back seats as well, but it is a bit more hidden. You have to pull back this carpet felt material, find this little hook, get your finger around it and pull it open, and that will pop open the back seat doors in case the buttons to open the doors don't work for any reason. Now, I don't know why Tesla makes these so hard and so hidden, but it is good to know in case you have kids back there to show them just in case, or to know yourself in case anything happens. Now next, you may know that there are voice commands with your Tesla, but you can do a lot more. Like there's more Easter eggs besides holding the button and just saying like open glove box. If you hold the microphone and say open butthole, the charge port opens. If you hold it and say my feet stink, it turns on the vents for your feet. And if you hold it and say ho ho ho, it turns on Santa mode. There's actually quite a bit of these, but these are just a few of my favorites. Now you probably know to put your car in park, you just tap here on the screen, but if you don't know, you don't even have to do that. It can be simpler than that. If you just unbuckle your seatbelt, your car goes into park. Sentry Mode is one of the greatest features. If you pull up the dash cam icon in your Tesla, you can see everything that Sentry Mode has recorded in the past and saved on here in your car. But did you know, as of pretty recently, Tesla added a feature on the Tesla app where you can see these Sentry recordings right from the app, right when they happen. So from your app, you can view a live camera from your Tesla, but now if something happens on Sentry Mode, you can get an alert sent to your phone and pull it up and see right then and there what happened. Sticking with the Tesla app for a second, there's a location tab where if you open that tab, you can see exactly where your Tesla is at. However, that location tab icon is an arrow that always points to your Tesla. So no matter where your Tesla is at, if you point your phone towards it and away from it, that arrow will always be pointed towards your Tesla. So if you're parked somewhere and forgot where you parked, you can just follow the arrow. Now the climate menu here, if you tap the icon and hit the power button, you can turn it on and off. Or you can just, like what I did, hold it for a second to turn off and tap it here to turn on. And while we're here, you may know you can move the air vents however you want, but you can also split them too with your fingers and go up and down, side to side, and do double vents if you want. Now to put your Tesla in neutral is more hidden than it needs to be. You can go to the menu and right in the controls tab, you can put your car in neutral with the button right here. But if you don't know, if you tap this area next to your emergency lights, you actually have park, reverse, neutral, and drive right up here as buttons as well. So you can just as easily put your finger up and tap N for neutral right up here. Now to name your Tesla, you can go to the cars menu, go to software, and you can name it right here. But a much easier way is just do it from the app. If you open the Tesla app and just hold the name of your car, you can name it there to whatever you want. And there's some hidden Easter eggs in this too. So if you name your car after one of the Monty Python characters, I've never seen it, but like Patsy is one of them. If you name your car Patsy, you'll get an icon and a fart sound on your Tesla menu. On the Tesla app, if you hold one of these quick control icons down, you'll get the whole menu of quick control icons. And a very useful one, if you live in a cold climate, can be the unlatched doors icon. If your door handles are frozen shut, you don't want to be punching your door trying to open it and break the ice, you can just go on your phone and tap this unlatched doors icon and your door will crack open. Now in my 4 years of owning a Tesla, this has never happened to me, but if your screen starts to lag or freezes, you can hold both scroll wheels in at the same time for a few seconds and it'll reset this screen. It takes about a minute, and don't worry, if you're already driving, you can still use the car and drive and do everything, you just can't use the screen while it's resetting. Now you may know you can set up a driver profile and adjust your settings, your mirrors, your seat, and your wheel however you would like, and it'll save to your driver profile. But if you go down to driver profile settings, you want to enable something called easy entry. And what easy entry is, it adjusts your seats, your mirrors, your wheel, all of that for how you want it to be for when you get in and out of the car. So for example, me and my Model 3, I like to sit low when I drive, it feels kind of sporty, but getting in and out of a low seat can be hard, so I have easy entry set up to adjust my seat to go much higher for when I get in and out of the car. Now, if you use Apple or Google Calendar, it'll sync with your Tesla. So if you open the Calendar app, happy birthday Natalia, but I have nothing here. If I had something, it would show the date, the time, the location, all of it right here on the Calendar app. Now there's a setting that you could enable if you go to your menu and go down to navigation that is called automatic navigation. So to automatically navigate you to home, work, or next calendar event upon entry. So for example, if in your calendar you have something at 10 a.m. and you get in your car at 9:30, you don't gotta open this and hit navigate or type it in. You get in your car and your car is already navigated to whatever your event is. And then for quick calendar access, if you don't wanna drag it down to your quick menu, you can just tap the time up here and that pulls up your calendar as well. And while we're at this main menu, if you tap the temperature, it'll pull up the live temperature for where you're at by the hour. You can scroll here a little bit and see some more details, but there's also, if you want deeper, more live temperature, I guess, if you open the map, you have a button on the side that shows a live weather overlay by the hour. Not much happening here in Vegas, but rain in Seattle. Now, if you tap next to your battery icon, you can switch between percent battery and miles of range you have left, but if you don't know, these miles aren't the most accurate. But to get the most accurate range prediction, you can go to the Energy app and go to the Consumption tab, and you can see based on your last 10, 100, or 200 miles of driving, it'll tell you how much range you have based on your driving habits. So while my car tells me I have 211 miles of range, I've actually been driving a bit conservative, and if I keep driving like that, I will have 236 miles of range, except for this one time I may have floored it just to have some fun, but you can see that it takes into your actual driving data into account and gives you a pretty accurate range estimate. If you're gonna be parking your Tesla for a long time, like for example at an airport, and you don't want to worry about your battery dying, because that has happened unfortunately to people, if you go to the menu and go to charging, Tesla added a setting that is called low power mode, and you wanna turn that on. And just like it says, it disables the things that are kind of left on when you're not in your car that slowly take up battery. So if you're parked for days at a time, it'll turn all those off and conserve your battery. Now you may know that you can set your home and work address by just tapping the home icon and then putting in your address. And then to navigate there, all you'd have to do is just tap the home icon and it'll navigate you to home. Or if you can't be that precise with your finger while you drive, if you put your finger somewhere in the navigate and just pull down, it'll navigate you to home. Now last video I mentioned if you plug in your Tesla and spam that charging port button, you can get rainbow flashing T logos on your Tesla, but there's also a version of Rainbow Road while you're driving. If you open the Toy Box menu and go to the Rainbow Road tab and enable Always Rainbows, and then you turn on self-driving, you'll see some cool rainbows while you're driving. Now all Teslas have a sub-trunk, but the Model Y has sort of this secret second sub-trunk people don't know about. If you go behind the main sub-trunk and pull up this piece right here, you have a much larger, but albeit much less deep sub-trunk, which are perfect for like window shades I used to keep back here. And lastly, last video I showed if you go to the Maps app on your phone, you can send any location to your Tesla. So when you get in your Tesla, your car is navigated to that location. But you can also do this from the Tesla app, and it's a bit more useful if you're trying to plan a big road trip. Because from the Tesla app, you can add charging stops, you can manually remove them or add them, you could change your arrival percentage, you could change your departure percentage, and this is all helpful for, like I said, just planning a big road trip. And that right there are 20 more hidden Tesla features, part 2. There probably won't be a part 3. I don't know many more I didn't already mention. If you do, I didn't mention it, leave a comment down below. But anyways, I hope you learned something from this video. And as always, thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one.